Go.
Damn, Prince A, I like this.
It's saints to Yahweh Shah, saints to Yahweh Shah, saints to Yahweh Shah. Saints to Yahweh Shah. Evil let do is these evil let do is. You know that they gonna die. Evil let do is. Yahweh Shah, that's my rabbi. Thara, Thara, all praises to the Most High. The water, the water, the water, the water, the water, the water to Abba. All praises to Abba, all praises to Abba, all praises to Abba. Yeah, what's summer? No time for distraction. Catch me in Torah, no time for no lacking. These evil let's do is they be slacking. Cutting demons in half, that is the fresh. The heart of sons of men is full of madness. And after that, they go to the dead. Thou brother, I'm eating on that bread. I'm keeping the Torah, I'm keeping the Torah, I'm keeping the Torah, I'm keeping the Torah, keeping the Torah, I'm keeping the Torah, keeping the Torah. Thou in order. Alright, Shalom Akai. I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Mashak Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Alahai, Yahweh Akkad. Much love to the brothers in righteousness and sincerity. Shalom to the sisters. And you know, greetings to 12 tribes abroad, man. You know what I'm saying? This video is gonna be dealing with, as you can see, the verses I have on the screen, which is dealing with the main verse I really want to get into is Jude 1 and 6, right? It says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of a great day." Which a lot of brothers say this mean, oh, it's talking about these messed up bodies. This is talking about our bodies, brother. It's our bodies, brother. We're in chains, brother, to these bodies, brother. Which that's not at all what your scripture is talking about, man. I'm just put it to you like that, cause I know Israel don't believe in evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? Being uh the Most High charging them with error, like Eliphaz said, all right, which was a devil. All right, even the devil know, man. All right, did I say did Satan know, man? All right, Satan know what the truth is, man, but he's the deceiver. All right, so it says in Jude 1 and 6, "And the angels which kept not their first estate," right? Which a lot of people break that down to about, oh, see, we the angels, that didn't keep our first estate. We're not in our power and all this other stuff, and we're at the bottom now, so we're not in our first estate. Which, I used to break that down that same way, man. I would go grab a scripture, probably in Psalms, that says, uh, Israel didn't keep their first estate, and it's one in Ezekiel, if I'm not mistaken. So like, yeah, you can grab precepts that got same words, but it's you have to deal with the context, man. All right, otherwise you're gonna get deceived, and you also got to know how that Greek words are used, or whether you're dealing with Greek or Hebrew. You got to know how that word is used, right? Because it said the angels kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, right? So, some brothers might go get a scripture and say, "Oh, see, Israel left their habitation by departing from Yahweh," which that makes total sense. But that's not what the scripture talking about, man. Okay, but left their own habitation, right? Because it tell you, I had a breakdown I was gonna bring out on this a while back, which I probably would have went and got the scripture in Jeremiah that says Israel left their own habitation by departing from Yahweh, which you can, I mean that's true. Israel have, but that's not what this habitation referring to, right? Israel did leave our habitation by departing from the Most High's commandments, right? He have reserved in everlasting chains, man. So it said these chains is everlasting. So you telling me we supposed to be stuck in these bodies for everlasting, right? Until the day of judgment. So like people talking about we in these bodies, and these bodies are not our, what I'm saying? I don't know. It's all type of crazy doctrines people be talking about. You know what I'm saying? But they say these bodies is are the chains and all this other stuff, right? He said he have reserved an everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. Which this scripture that Jude is speaking about, he's speaking about the same scripture that Peter was speaking about, right? About the angels. 2 Peter 2 and 4, "For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned." right? But cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. So a lot of brothers read that and think it's talking about Israel being in slavery and we're in hell and hell is a condition and it's not real and da da da. But they don't read no definitions. These brothers are straight reading it from an English point of view, right? Because the word for hell is a different word in the Greek, man. It's tartaros, tartaro or tartaro, man, right? Which comes from Tartaros, the deepest abyss of hell. Now, if hell was so off and all this other stuff, why is Peter using the word Tartarus, which is supposed to be Greek mythology? Why would Peter compare hell to Greek mythology? It just doesn't make sense, man. Okay? To thrust down into Tartarus, right? And Josephus said that there were angels, right? That went and dealt with women, man. Even Josephus said that, man. Read your Josephus. I bet it's up in that thing. Okay? People use Josephus only for people use Josephus for whatever they're trying to, bring out to prove their point, you know what I'm saying? And then if it's stuff they don't like in there, they don't agree with it, whatever. But for the most part, man, Josephus said that the angels did deal with women, okay? When they came in flesh. Not the angels in heaven, but angels that came on the earth in bodily form, okay? They can transform into human form, okay? So they can go carnal if you want to call it that, right? Because then they say the human flesh is carnal, right? They come in carnal bodies, man. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, right? Tartarus, delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, right? So how is they being reserved to judgment when somebody say, "Oh, Israel gonna be saved"? So like, come on, man. I'm gonna just go to this. Go to Jude 1:6. It says, "And the angels that kept not their first estate left their own habitation. He have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." Right, which um that's talking about angels, man. All right, being in the underworld, man. All right, demons from hell. Okay, he have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness. Because even in the book of Job, Eliphaz said his angels he charged with folly. Now, if the angels keep the Most High's commandments, why is he charging them with folly? And why in the book of Tobit is a demon being locked up in chains? If demons can't be chained, if angels can't be in chains, right? Why is the book of Tobit speak about an angel being bound and chained up? All right, so I mean, come on, man. You guys are infidels, man. That's just what it is. Jude 1:6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation. Now, this word for habitation, it occurs 2 times in the Greek, right? Which is what, 36:13? It's kind of blurry. But it said this word for habitation is used twice. Now, when you look up the precept, that's why I had a verse above it, which is 2 Corinthians 5:2. Let's see how the word habitation is used in the context of 2 Corinthians 5:2. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, right? Meaning our habitation, which is from heaven. So Paul said with that same Greek word, right, that's used 36:13, used in Jude 1:6, which brothers say that's talking about Israelites or whatever. Paul said that word for habitation is using for a habitation that comes from heaven, man. So Jude 1:16 is showing you that the house or habitation that the angels that they left in the first estate that they didn't keep was that they left their house which was from heaven, man. All right, and they went off. Okay, they took on the likeness of man and did wickedness, man. Yahweh charged them with folly. Okay, Second Corinthians 5:2 tell you that, man. He said, "Be clothed with our house from heaven." What is Paul talking about? Paul talking about that angelic body. For in this we groan earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. So Paul's talking about he's groaning and earnestly desired to get that heavenly body, man, that house which is from heaven, which is the same word used in Jude 1:6, which is habitation or house, right? It said the angels left that, all right? So clearly you see that this word house and habitation are interchangeable. And when Paul was referring to this house, he was saying that it's a body that comes from heaven. Just like it says in Jude 1:16, they left their first estate. What's their first estate? They have heavenly bodies. They took on carnal nature and did wickedness, man. All right. But hey, man, be persuaded in your own mind, Israel. If you want to believe this talking about Israel, okay. When the judgment day come and you see all them crazy ass demons, and your ass gets sent to hell with them, man, for following their madness, you gonna see that these angels are real. And a lot of people that didn't believe in the scriptures, man, that died in their iniquity, they know that the demons is real now, man. Down there, seeing all type of madness and torment, man. Which all praises to the Heavenly Father, man. You know, be persuaded in your own mind. But, you know, in my own mind, man, I see that, you know, that habitation and first estate that the angels were supposed to leave in Jude 1:6 is talking about their house which is from heaven, like it's written in 2 Corinthians 5:2, man. So, Shalom, praise to Abba Yah, Yahweh Alahayaka, God of my master, my Shak Yahweh Shah, Shalom.